Hi everybody, welcome to my channel. My name is Manjari and today I'm going to be showing you what I eat in a day, and all of the things that are said on the screen apply at this moment. They are all fairly healthy. They're all vegetarian. I don't eat any meat and I never have. They're also keto friendly because I was having problems with high blood sugar, and before anyone gets upset, yes, my doctor does know, so I am eating according to that, and I have been losing weight. So this is all going according to that. So if you need any ideas for meals, feel free to get inspiration from me from what I eat, and let's get right into the video. And before we get started, don't forget to subscribe and give this video a thumbs up. So I first start off with some low carb bread. This is keto bread. I actually found one that even less carbs after buying this from Sprouts, but this one is from Safeway, so you have tons of alternatives for keto bread if that's something you need to do. I just pop it in the toaster. It was the end and it was really the last slice of toast, so that's why it's looking a little sad. Then I get a guacamole going. So there was already onions and tomatoes in there. I unfortunately got way too oniony, so I just got another guacamole and mashed it in. Fortunately, it was still very oniony, so I don't think any amount of guacamole, avocados could have saved that. So I just put it on top of some toast, and I don't forget to add my everything bagel seasoning. If you don't know what it is, that's crazy. It's just a seasoning from Trader Joe's, and so I just sprinkle it on top. My tip is actually go light with it. It can get very salty very quick. Next, I am on to my protein. I always do 2 eggs, and I either do an omelet, fried eggs, or a boiled egg. Omelets have been my favorite lately, so I just cracked a couple of eggs, and then I added my milk of choice, which was the soy milk. So I just put some soy milk in there, mainly because I have it. Literally any milk will work, and then I beat the crap out of the eggs, make it nice and thin, and then I pour it onto my pan. I make sure to use cooking spray on the pan so that the egg doesn't stick in my pan and get ruined. Next is one of my favorite foods to add to literally anything, which is spinach. It's basically one of the lowest calorie options, but one of the most filling things. Like, you can add so much in there and it's still like not that much, and it's like definitely not too many calories, but it keeps you so full. So sorry my camera is out of focus here, but I just ripped up a ton of spinach and I added it in there. And my favorite thing to add is cheese. So I have this like fancy cheese from, what is it called? Costco, and it's like this mushroom cheese, so I added it in there. And I also wanted to mention that I cover my eggs with a pan. That is a secret ingredient for getting it to really cook on the inside, and for you to like not have a liquidy omelet on the inside where it's like cooked on the outside. Always put like a little dish over it so it's like heating in its like own little vent, like a toaster or an air fryer. And essentially this is my final product. It actually cooked really well, and it's like brown on the outside, and I know it looks really yellow, which might lead you to believe it's not cooked, but it's pretty well cooked. I just put it on my little plate over there, and I like to add ketchup with it. I like ketchup. It's a damn good condiment, and no one can convince me otherwise. Let me just say it was damn good, okay? I just put it in some ketchup, and you'll just see in the next clip me eating it. I'm sorry if this is freaking disgusting, but literally it was the cheesiest, most delicious thing I've eaten in a while. So next, I go for a mid-morning snack, and that is usually an apple. I just use this apple core. It's too difficult for me otherwise. Usually go for berries, but today my sugars were looking okay, so I went for an apple. They're so juicy and crunchy, and I love them so much. So before I go for lunch, I always like to have a cup of coffee. Being on a low carb diet actually is not the best thing for your bowel movement, and coffee is a diuretic, so I do love a little coffee. I'm not really here for the taste of the coffee. I'm more like a latte person, which I got from working at Starbucks. I never drank coffee before them. So anyways, you're just watching me make some coffee. It's like a basic coffee machine, and then I just add a crap ton of milk, and basically I make this like vanilla sweet cream cold foam. If you've ever been to Starbucks, that's what it's supposed to be. So I just pour some milk. Literally any kind of milk would work. I've tried this with soy milk and almond milk, and I add the vanilla directly in there. tastes so much better this way, and the flavor is more distributed. I'm using some sugar-free vanilla I got from Walmart, and then I use this, I don't know exactly what this is, but it's not a frother. It's better. I have gotten the frother, and the milk just flicks everywhere and it makes a whole mess. This doesn't. It's like some sort of food processor, so I use it for that, and I just like pour it on top of the coffee, and a good amount of it will stay on top, but I actually like mixing it in, which apparently it's better to have it separate, and that's what the way Starbucks intended, but I just make it how I like it. And this is just what the foam looks like. I actually use 2% milk, which I don't usually do, and then I just get a glass, add some ice to it. I pour the coffee directly on it. I find coffee very, very bitter, because it is. So ice is good for watering it down, and then I just like pour all the foam on top, and you'll just see I basically made the perfect amount of foam, which I don't even measure it. I literally just pour randomly, and it usually just like manages to work out. And believe it or not, this tastes really good, and it's super easy to make at home. It's like, other than the syrup, you would basically have everything at home. You could buy like bottles of cold brew and, you know, do it instead of the coffee part, and it's essentially the same. Learned there's actually not much to show instead of the making process, so I'm just showing you. I just boiled some pasta, and it turned out my mom was making pizza, so I actually ended up eating the pizza and only eating a couple pieces of ravioli and packing it for my lunch tomorrow. This is just this fancy gluten-free ravioli I got from Safeway. I just boiled it, and that was literally all there was to it. And then this was the cauliflower pizza I ate. It's from Costco. It was pretty good. This is just the box I packed away for my lunch tomorrow. And then lastly, for snack later that day, this is my second snack of the day. I just have this Premier Protein shake because I'm trying to increase my protein intake since I'm doing a lot of strength training. So this is what that is. It's low calories, super filling, and I really do enjoy it. It comes in other flavors too, and this one is also from Costco, and it is super convenient and just a really hearty shake. So the next snack I go for are these protein chips. I found them at CVS, which I know is a strange place to go shopping for snacks. They actually have really good variety. I just wanted to show you guys the nutrition label. It's fairly low in carbs and has a decent amount of calories. It also comes in a few flavors, and I really like the taste of it, and I really like the ingredients that go into it. It's not a daily snack for me. I usually have this about once a week, once every other week when I'm feeling hungry at work. So the next thing I eat is for dinner. This is the start of my dinner meal. I love tomato soup, and yes, I can make it at home. I know that, and I have made it at home, but sometimes when I'm in a hurry, I pour myself a cup of this, I measure it out, and I have it, and I just like have it plain. I just, I can cook it on the stove, or I can microwave it. It's just like the easiest, quickest thing, and it goes with like a sandwich, some quesadillas. It just goes with every meal, and sometimes it's nice to have something a little bit, I know this can be seen as a bit more unhealthy, and I don't mind. It tastes good, and I don't feel bad about the ingredients that go into my body after reading that nutrition label. So honestly, I would totally suggest this if you're the kind of person who doesn't have a lot of time and wants to have delicious meals. The last thing that goes along with my dinner is I made myself some quesadillas, and I forgot to take a picture of it, unfortunately. So this is just the tortillas I use. They're these low carb ones. They only have 50 calories in them, okay? So I actually made like 2 quesadillas, but there were only 2 of the tortillas, if that makes sense. They're really nice. They're really tasty. They don't taste funny at all, even though I know a lot of people think low carb tortillas will taste weird. And I just used some basic cheddar jack cheese. I measured exactly a 1/3 cup for both in total of the quesadillas instead of 2 because I didn't want to go over my calorie deficit for the day. So I basically put just 1/3 cup to split between the 2 quesadillas, and it was really fantastic, and it was super filling. Hi everybody, I totally forgot to film an outro. Totally my bad. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. And if you have like similar meals you enjoy, you also have some healthy habits you're forming, just go ahead and leave them in the comments, and I would love to hear about everything you're doing to better yourself. These are just some of the things I eat. This is just an average day. I spice it up every single day of my life. I get so bored so easily, so I love variety. So I'm always constantly trying new things. So I'm totally gonna post a part 2, maybe just like a recipes one, and show me my best recipes for how I'm like to stay healthy and whatnot. Again, thank you guys all so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my YouTube channel for more content like this. In addition, don't forget to comment some healthy habits that you're trying or some of these meal items that maybe you might like. Other than that, I have nothing for you guys. Thank you again for watching. Have a great day, everybody. Bye!